All right, guys, thank you for joining me again today. So, interesting, right? Interesting that I'm doing a video on what they are trying to do with preventing us from eating meat, right? So, obviously, I'm talking about ticks and not meat tick. No. Thank you for the 5 by 5 Mr. Landfill. Appreciate it. Sarita, thank you for the 5 by 5. Brian, NC Austin, thank you for the 5 by 5. Brian, thank you for the 2 by 4. Dan Phillips, thank you for the Spam by Spam and Hipster by Vespa. Adriana, thank you for the 5 by 5. WTC, Laura, Teddy Roosevelt, Cramsey, Henry, No Juan, Dobie, Tommy Saltis, thank you for the 5 by 5. Prepper Revelator, thank you for the 19 by 11. Nice one. Patrice, Bill Vandal, thank you for the thumbs up. Kathy, Big Chase, Groundhog, thank you for the 5 by 5. And Dan S, thank you for the clear. Appreciate it. So, guys, a lot of you saw the picture, right? That I was talking about another method on getting you to stop eating red meat. No, not eating ticks, not making ticks into a delicious sandwich or a burger or a powder or whatever. It's actually a disease that comes from the tick that prevents you from eating red meat, right? Christina, thank you for the 5 by 5. Carolina, thank you for the 223 by 223. Glock, thank you for the 5 by 5. Right? And Richard, thank you for the 4 by 4. So keep this in mind, guys. This is a tick that has saliva that, I guess, gets into your body and it prevents you from eating red meat. Now, what are they looking to do? They're looking for us to eat less meat. Now, side note, I saw a commercial earlier today. I almost threw up when I saw the commercial, but it was about Impossible Burgers. Amanda and Never Sleeper, thank you for the 5 by 5. In this commercial, it was Impossible Burger and a regular burger. And Impossible Burger and regular burger were Joanne, thank you for the 5 by 5. Or Joan, sorry, thank you for the 5 by 5. In the commercial, guys, the burgers are talking, burger talk. And the burger was like the Impossible Burger was like, I have all the nutrients you have, bullshit, and I have less impact on the environment. The Impossible Burger talking, right? Yeah, I'm doing a burger talking. And I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously, dude? You said you have all the what you call it, but you have less impact on the environment? Bullshit. And this is what they're trying to push in the Impossible meat. So anyway, lo and fucking behold, here comes a tick arriving just in time, guys, for the decline in red meat consumption, right? As we all know, the World Economic Forum and a couple other places want you to eat less red meat or eat less meat in general. But they're going to start with red meat. And of course, they're attacking cows, telling people, oh, we got to get rid of cows. They have an impact in the environment. They have this carbon emission and all this other bullshit. So now you have a tick that does just that gets rid of you from eating red meat. So when I started researching this 2 days ago, it was 400,000 Americans are or will be allergic to red meat by way of new tick-borne disease. That number jumped up from 2 days ago to today to 500,000 Americans allergic to red meat. That number is going to keep going up, guys, as time goes on. Sorry, right? So this syndrome where you're not allowed to eat red meat is called alpha-gal syndrome. It's a protein in the tick that infects the human body that allows you to have an allergic reaction to the alpha-gal molecules that are inside red meat. Interesting, guys, this is not in poultry, fish, or eggs, or seafood, reptiles, yes, people eat reptiles, fruit and or vegetable. So they want you to be allergic to this. Now, the Lone Star tick is the tick that carries this. If I'm not mistaken, that was the tick that was on the cover of this. The Lone Star tick is the tick that's carrying this enzyme. This is not a coincidence, guys. This can't be a fucking coincidence. There's no way, guys, that they want you to stop eating red meat and there's a fucking tick that stops you from eating red meat. This can't be a coincidence. Now, I know some of you are like, that's a little far-fetched, man. But far-fetched is why we are here, okay? The far-fetched ideologies that people were shunning, this is why we're here. Because people have a lack of an imagination. And that was one of the findings in the 9/11 report. Due to a lack of imagination is why the 9/11 attacks were allowed to happen. Again, if you believe that, right? But still, guys, nonetheless, they want us to eat bugs. They want us to eat that impossible meat, synthetic meat, cultured meat, and 3D printed meat. They're pushing all of this, including bug meals, rather, not bug meat, but bug meals. They're pushing all of this shit for what? Because they want more control over us. They want more control over the red meat. And I think the problem with red meat, guys, is that there's a lot of beneficial properties that fake meat doesn't give you, like boosting your testosterone, right? Depends on how much red meat you eat and what red meat you eat. It can boost your testosterone. Organs, I might add, from the animals, like liver and heart, will boost your testosterone more than regular meat. But regular meat does boost your testosterone. How do you make weaker men? You decline their testosterone. You take the testosterone out of the picture. How do you do that? You have them eating fake meat that doesn't put that back into the body. So yes, when people tell me they're vegan, all I hear is I'm gay. That's all I hear, right? Oh, I don't eat red meat. I'd rather eat, mushrooms and eggs. And I won't even eat eggs all the time. Okay, so you're gay. Just tell me you're gay, man, and that's it. You could just cut the conversation short, I don't need to hear the rest of your fucking, why I don't eat meat, because you're a pussy at that, You're a gay pussy. So anyway, with that being said, guys, over 100,000 people throughout the United States may have developed recently allergy to red meat due to a complicated reaction caused by the tick saliva. And I don't know why they keep saying tick saliva versus just the tick itself, but whatever. Apparently this gets into the bloodstream and this infects your body, right? And this prevents you from eating. I should do more research into what this is going to stop and how this is going to stop you from eating red meat. Meaning, are you going to shit it out? Are you going to puke it out? Do you get hives? Now, they said allergic reaction, so I guess, right? So anyway, guys, after an initial tick bite, the symptom of alpha-gal syndrome, may present themselves between 2 and 6 hours after eating meat or dairy. And the allergic reaction may include hives, rash, nausea and vomiting, heartburn, indigestion, diarrhea. Sound like a Pepto-Bismol commercial. Cough or shortness of breath. What? And a severe stomach pain. There is no cure or treatment for AGS. The only cure for AGS is not to eat red meat after you go through these symptoms. So after I just said I should do more research, I forgot that I wrote this shit down, and it's right in front of me. But anyway, guys, shortness of breath and coughing. That's one hell of an allergic reaction to fucking red meat, if you ask me. But again, right on time. Whatever, man. I see this to be bullshit. I mean, it's fucking insane. And it's insane to me that this is running side by side with fucking the no meat agenda, right? To get rid of our meat by the World Economic Forum, right? The simple fact that like New York City Mayor Adams was talking about lessening the amount of meat coming into the city. I'm like, who the fuck are you to sit there and tell us what we can and can't have? Like, if a mayor is over, first of all, crime is still running rampant here, and somehow he's like, you know what? We got to get rid of meat. Maybe if we get rid of meat, it'll bring the anger level down. If it brings the anger level down, there'll be less crime. Maybe that's what the idiot's thinking, but he's a fucking moron as the day is long. Still doesn't change the fact, guys, that we're running into this fucking problem with this tick. Now, the tick has not, I thought I read it's been seen up here, but north, I'm talking about up north, but I don't know how far up north it's been seen. I don't know. I thought I read something a while back that it was here in Connecticut or upstate New York, but I haven't seen anything in a while. I thought I saw something about that. And yes, I did hear about the leprosy Chuck Norris Gun Club. I will be looking into this leprosy thing. But yeah, we're definitely listen. They're throwing everything they have at us, man. They're like, you guys didn't bend your knee at Mr. 19. We're gonna throw it all at you, and everything you could think. Crimean Congo fever. The UK's worried about that right now as it's making its way up there. You got leprosy that just started. We have fungal meningitis. We have, what was that other bullshit that we saw the other day down in Florida? Malaria, right? You have malaria popping up. We got all of these things being thrown at us at the same time. We have a new tick disease that popped up in Japan called Oz that killed one lady so far. It has made other people sick, but it killed one lady so far. Yeah, man. They're throwing it all at us. They are testing our fucking patient. And as far as you have to clean your pets, I'm gonna look more into that. But my dogs don't go too far from me, so they're not mingling with other dogs. You know, right? Then you have monkeypox is still a thing, but I haven't heard any recent outbreaks. Then again, I'm not in the fucking gay community, so I don't know. But they haven't been reporting it on the news. The plague, is there reports of the plague, or you're just saying the plague is next? The seven plagues. The seven plagues. Right? There's two more to go, man. And it's all hell's going to break loose. But yeah, guys, biblically, we're seeing a lot of fucking signs from the Bible. And if you're not paying attention, listen, a lot of you guys know I'm not super religious, but I'm noticing the signs. I think we should all start noticing the signs before it's too fucking late. Because if the Bible is telling us what's going to happen next, guys, there's no more room for not believing in the Bible in regards to that, right? And so with that, guys, if we're watching everything unfold that's being said in the Bible, maybe if we look at the Bible again a little harder, we'll be like, holy shit, they're not fucking around in this book. They fucking guessed it, you know? But yeah. If you don't believe in God, well, I can't help you. But yeah, I again, guys, there's a lot of shit going on that's coinciding with the Bible. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna sit here and break out into a sermon or anything like that. All I'm saying is that keep your options open because it's real, you know? Everything that's going on, guys, it's fucking, the whole mark of the beast, all of that shit. It's fucking real. And here's the other thing too, guys. Why do you think all of a sudden there's a switch on Christian men? Why do you think all of a sudden they are going after Christian men who are holding sermons on fucking street corners? They're going after Christians for a fucking reason, guys. It's not because, they broke the law and they're sitting there on the street corner holding sermon. You have fucking drag queens starting shows on the side of on street corners and reading, gay people holding fucking parades and shit illegally, or people just holding illegal protest. And you mean to tell me that a guy reading the Bible is fucking breaking the law? So yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, just pay attention to what's going on. That's all. Pay close attention to everything that's going on. Because listen, I do believe there's a curveball that's going to happen. There might be something that might happen outside of the fucking Bible, but everything that the Bible said is going to happen or it's about to happen, it's there. Just take a look at it, man, and be like, just recognize the signs. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you got to fucking, go all in. Just recognize the sign. That's all. And listen, guys, the spiritual war, I definitely believe in that. Again, I'm watching some fucked up shit go on, and I'm like, how the fuck, and then you have miracles happen, and you're just like, that's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. It's a sign. It's a warning sign, right? But we shall know. Well, listen, this is 2023. We have August. We have to see whether or not that nuclear disaster happens in August. Supposedly, there's a nuclear disaster that happens in 2023. We have to wait and see, guys. We have to wait and see what happens. Whether that's a small tactical nuke or the big thing or the big show. Regardless, guys, something is going to rear its ugly head, and we just have to be wary that it could happen. I'm not going to sit there and tell you. Sorry. I'm not going to sit there and tell you it's going to happen. I'm just saying that there's a lot of shit pointed in that direction, and we need to be fucking ready for whatever happens. Yeah, man. Someone said I never heard the Bible and the F word in the same sentence. Nuclear disaster, Putin. Yeah, they'll call it an accident, whatever it is. But listen, guys. There's a lot of shit going on. You know what's funny? I saw a video today of what's his name? Steve Harvey. Actually, there was one about Eddie Griffin, and he was talking about, God and the Bible and shit like that. And that was pretty fucking interesting to listen to Eddie Griffin talk about that. But then I was listening to Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey was talking about, believe it or not, voting for Trump. And Trump getting back into office. And I'm like, holy shit. Teddy said, I'm at work, dude. Stop yawning. And I'm like, holy shit, Steve Harvey is pushing Trump. This is fucking big, guys. If people start using their platform to push Trump or to vote for Trump, and they're looking past his bullshit, again, it's all desperate bullshit, but nonetheless, it's a bullshit that's attached to him that could affect his. Hudson Valley said the super moon is really, is it? I'm going to go check it out in a couple minutes. Because I'm about to jump up here in a couple minutes. But yeah, man, there are a lot of people, it looks like they're about to vote for fucking Trump because they're tired of Biden. And listen, we all can agree. We all can agree Trump's a fucking asshole, man. But if he's going to make the difference, yeah. I didn't know that Steve Harvey was MAGA. I didn't know at all. I didn't know till today, until I saw that video. I just chalked up Steve Harvey as playing the middle and not making a decision. That much I thought. I didn't know. I knew he wasn't for Biden, but I didn't think he was for Trump. I thought he played the middle. But he's not playing the middle anymore. If that is a recent new thing, he's not playing the middle anymore, and he's preaching more about God than he did in his last 20 years of me following him, or 30 years rather. What am I, 46? Yeah, over 30 years I've been following Steve Harvey. And he's talking more about God and voting for Trump. So that's a very interesting move. Again, I'm going to... Steve Harvey is long dead, isn't he? What? Steve Harvey's not... Who said why? Anyway, the full supermoon tonight. Is it tonight? I got to probably get out there and get my camera out there and start taking pictures. But I know that when it was at the low horizon, it was probably super big, and I wish I would have been out there. I completely forgot about it. Oh, he's been a MAGA from the beginning. Okay, all right, I didn't know that. Did not know that, but that's good to know. But yeah, man. With that, I'm gonna go. Yes, I'm gonna call it quits now because actually I want to go catch the moon myself. I will be back on tomorrow, probably morning, for the midweek report. A couple of interesting things that happened this week, of course, that no one talked about, but there were a couple of homicides that I thought were very fucking interesting. And I'm going to touch on the Gilgo Beach murder now that there's more information about him. I didn't want to jump on the bullshit. Not that I want to jump on the bullshit. I wanted all the information to get out, but there's some interesting shit about this Gilgo Beach guy, man. I'm not nearly as intrigued as I was with the submarine guys that fucking died like that. That I still can't comprehend. Imagine dying, guys, in less than a millisecond. Imagine you're talking to your father, telling him that, I don't want to die, and then boom, dead. Without fucking, your consciousness can't even wrap its head around what just happened. Anyway. Chuck Norris Gun Club says, when did God lie to you? I guess he's never lied to anyone. That's the thing. He never lied to anyone. And I think more people are starting to realize that. Anyway, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna go off now. I'm gonna go see what the moon looks like, see if I missed it or not. And other than that, yeah, man, fuck it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and then I'll see the rest of you guys Thursday. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for following me. Thank you for the support, and I will see you guys tomorrow and Thursday night. Thank you, guys.